These are the most dangerous moments in football history. And first, the time Van Dijk almost broke another player's leg. I don't know how that's not a red card, but at least number 19 was sent off, because Felipe Melo lost his cool and started stomping on Robin.
Ian Robin, who's had a very good game. Felipe Melo stamped on his hamstring.
This man has some anger issues. But look, at least he still got all his teeth. Because at number 18, Azet Alkmaar's defender went up for a header and got hit by an elbow. That's not how you want to come home to your wife. But it's still not as dangerous as number 17. Because Totti once got so tired of Balotelli disrespecting his fans, he did this.
Cerca di guadagnare il fondo, prova a passare in mezzo a tre, messo giù, punizione, cartellino in mano, nervosino questo qua.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to piss off the Italians. But number 16 is deadly, because Leon Goretzka once got tackled so bad, he almost lost half his face. See, during a game between Liechtenstein and Germany, Goretzka went up for a challenge when the other player decided to kick him in the face. You can't possibly think it's fine to put your feet up that high. It's just dangerous. But look, sometimes the GOATs aren't even safe. Because at number 15, a player almost knocked out Lionel Messi. See, during the 2017 Champions League quarterfinals, Lionel Messi was jumping up for a header when Juventus player Miralem Pjanic shoved him. Man, it's just common sense. You don't tackle a guy jumping like that. Crazy thing is, Barcelona eventually signed Pjanic later, but no one wanted to sign Felipe Melo at number 14, because the man forgot how to act on the pitch. See, during a game against Lazio in 2015, Inter Milan had to get the ball back and try to score a late equalizer. But instead, Melo decided to kung fu kick Biglia in the face. Yo, is this dude crazy? It's like this man has zero regard for human life. But Ricardo Carvalho had zero regard for his country at number 13, because he almost ended their best player's career. See, during the 2008 Champions League final, Cristiano Ronaldo's Manchester United was going up against Carvalho's Chelsea. But the craziest part was both of the players were teammates in Portugal, so they knew every move the other player had. So during a 50-50 ball, Carvalho did this.
Wasn't a nice challenge. It wasn't.
Man almost broke Ronaldo's leg, got away with a yellow card, and he was still complaining. Absolutely crazy. But it's still not as dangerous as Sung Heung-min at number 12, because he once made a tackle so bad, it had him traumatized for months. See, during a game between Spurs and Everton, Sung was tracking back on defense when this happened.
Gomez is hit from behind by Son. His foot has turned completely the other way. Son himself is pretty upset by it. In an awful injury for Andre Gomez.
Now, after the accident, Son showed what a class act he really is. Because in the game after he scored 2 goals, he refused to celebrate and said this after the game.
Didn't want to celebrate because I just want to respect those situations, and of course I still feel really sorry about this situation, and it's been really tough days, tough few days, and I said before, I realize how lucky I am. The people around me, the supporters, the club, and the coaching staff, the players, teammates, they helped me really a lot and give me so much strong message. And of course, I wish still Andre Gomez get well soon and best wish. And yeah, but it's the right answer to keep working hard for me and try to perform like always and with positive energy. I think this is most important.
Yeah, that's exactly how you should act. Anyways, for number 11, we gotta talk about a tackle so dangerous, it had doctors rushed onto the pitch. See, in 2018, Ajax were having the season of a lifetime. And against Bayern Munich in the Champions League group stage, things weren't looking any different. Because with the scores all tied, Thomas Muller would challenge for a high ball and end up kicking Tagliafico in the head.
В той же игре, смотрите, это чудовищной силы удар по голове ногой.
Because of that, Tagliafico quickly needed to get patched up right then and there to stop the bleeding from his head. But now we're in the top 10, which means only one thing. We're taking dangerous to a whole new level. And we gotta talk about the time one of the GOATs once got hit so bad, it broke his nose. See, in 2022, Portugal was playing Czech Republic in the Nations League, and it was looking like any average international game. But in the 12th minute, Ronaldo went up to challenge the goalkeeper when this happened.
William Carvalho, and it ricochets through towards Ronaldo. Now goalkeeper came there.
Yeah, Despite blood pouring down Ronaldo's nose, the referee still gave the free kick to the goalkeeper. Now luckily, Ronaldo managed to finish the first half of the game, but after getting a proper examination, it was clear that he had fractured his nose in 2 different places. Hold on, you're telling me the dude broke his nose and still couldn't get a penalty? Yeah, I don't know about these referees, man. They're just tripping. And so is Zlatan at number 9, because he waited 4 years just to hospitalize another player. See, in 2006, Juventus was playing Inter in a Serie A game, and before the game, Materazzi told reporters he hated Zlatan. So you could already tell this was going to be nasty. And in the second half, with just a few minutes left of the game, this happened.
Ibrahimovic. Er komt weer zo'n moordaanslag.
But Zlatan wasn't going to let Materazzi get off that easy, because 4 years later, Zlatan would finally get the chance to get him back. The tackle ended up becoming so dangerous, it had Materazzi sent to the hospital. But things weren't going to end there, because in 2019, Zlatan let the world know, I had been waiting for this moment for 4 years. The funny part is, Materazzi actually had the last laugh, because when Zlatan left Inter back in 2009, they ended up winning the treble. But look, if there's anyone you don't want to mess with, it's Wayne Rooney. Because at number 8, he showed he's immune to pain by asking his whole body to win the game. See, heading into the 2012 season, there was a lot of noise surrounding Rooney. And just to make things even worse, during the second league game of the season, he would be benched. So immediately, reports started coming out that Wayne Rooney would be leaving Manchester United.
Some bad news for you, that his agent intimated he wouldn't be signing a contract, and he wanted away.
Now up to this point, one thing was obvious. Rooney didn't want to stay, and Sir Alex wasn't going to force him to, which had Wayne Rooney all the way pissed off. And when he finally got into the game against Fulham, he had to let go of his anger.
Rafael mette fuori, ci prova ancora Rodallega. Colpisce in pieno Rooney, attenzione, se forse si è fatto anche male Wayne Rooney. Pallonata violentissima di Ugo Rodallega.
Yeah, this man almost had his muscles hanging out of his legs. That's wild. But at number 7, one player tried hitting 3 balls. See, during a Turkish Super League game in April 2012, Didier Sokora and Emre were involved in a heated altercation. But it turned out it was much more than that, because it turned out he had said a bunch of racial slurs towards Sokora. This incident would only cost Emre a 2-game suspension, which according to most was way too soft. And just 2 months later, they would once again face each other. And one thing was clear, Sokora and his teammates were looking for revenge.
Bir sarı kart Didier Zokora'ya. Tansiyon yine yükseldi. Zokora'nın yaptığı bu hareket Emre Belezoğlu'na.
Yeah, there's no way he's got 2 nuts left after that. But honestly, I don't feel bad for him. But I do feel bad for David Luiz at number 6. Because we gotta talk about the time he was targeted by another player for no reason. See, it all started in 2013, when Chelsea were facing Manchester City in the FA Semi-Cup Finals. And in the 82nd minute, with City leading 2-1, Aguero put the whole game at risk.
And that was a pretty robust challenge by Sergio Aguero, and it looked like there might be some afters there.
Yeah, this dude flew in with both studs up and got away without a single card. But somehow, he would make things even worse, because the two would once again face off in 2016, where he would make noise for all the wrong reasons. When with just 30 seconds left of the game, he would make the worst tackle possible.
Deep waters here, and red card has been shown.
And after that, the FA had no other option but to hand him. At least number 5 deserved everything he got, because we gotta talk about the time that Zlatan Ibrahimovic once got the sweetest revenge in football history. See, in 2017, Manchester United were facing Bournemouth in a Premier League game, but it would instead turn into one of the most dangerous games that season, all because of one man. This is Tyrone Mings, and he had one job: piss the out of Zlatan. But there were 2 big problems with that. Mings was getting a bit too cocky, and Zlatan wasn't afraid of giving back. So in the 43rd minute, Mings decided to give Zlatan his first blow.
This was the earlier incident.
Yeah, Mings stepped on Zlatan's head, which immediately had him fired up. And just 50 seconds later, Zlatan got Mings right back.
Rooney. Now, did Ibrahimovic use his arm? Because Mings has gone down again, and Bournemouth are angered.
Come on, you're pissing off a man who calls himself God, and you'll think you'll get away with it? That's wild. but so was number 4. See, back in the 70s to 90s, football wasn't what it is now. I mean, at any point in time, you could have studs up to your chest or face, and the ref might not even give you a free kick. But one player made such a dangerous play, it had his opponent knocked out, missing 2 front teeth, and broke 3 of his ribs. See, in 1982, Germany needed to beat France in order to secure a spot at the World Cup finals. And with 30 minutes left, Battiston got a perfect pass from Platini and had a chance to go ahead. That's when Schumacher decided to do this.
The finish, as Schumacher came out and thumped him pretty hard. Certainly had a clear chance of goal. Here we see it now. The goalkeeper comes in and then bang, just whacks him.
Yeah, not only did the man almost finish off another player, but he was not even booked. He couldn't give 2 shits about his opponent. Whew, that's that real football for you. But look, we've made it to the top 3, so you might want to hold on to something. Because for number 3, one player ruined another's career. See, back in 2007, Arsenal signed one of the biggest prospects in Brazil history, Eduardo. And after just a few games, he had already scored 6 goals and got himself into the starting 11. But all of that would come crashing down, because on the 23rd of February 2008, Arsenal would be facing Birmingham in what everyone thought would be a cakewalk for the Gunners. But after just 2 minutes, Eduardo's dream came to an end.
Eduardo into space, tackled by Taylor, who showed studs. He's sent off! 2 minutes gone, and this is very nasty.
Yeah, Eduardo broke his leg and had to be rushed to the hospital. And it would take over a year for him to even make a comeback. But things wouldn't be the same. So after 3 years, Eduardo only managed to play 41 games and score 7 goals for Arsenal. I guess one injury really can change everything. But there's one moment that isn't just dangerous, but it had the whole football world losing it. See, in 2010, every single fan had their eyes on one game, the World Cup final. And this game was hyped up to be one of the greatest finals in World Cup history. I mean, prime Netherlands versus prime Spain. But unfortunately, the game would be overshadowed by the person we all hate, the referee. See, Howard Webb is a well-known referee, and not for good reasons. But during this game, he would get everything wrong. The worst of them all was in the 27th minute, when Nigel de Jong straight up kicked Xabi Alonso in the chest and got away with a yellow card.
No attempt to play the ball at all.
I don't know how that's not a red card, but there's still one more dangerous moment we gotta show you. Because one player made such a dangerous tackle, it had the opposing team filing for criminal charges against him. See, during a Europa game in 2021 between Rangers and Slavia Prague, there was nothing separating the two teams. That's when Rangers decided to bring in their super sub, Kemar Roof. But after just 6 minutes on the pitch, Roof collided with the goalkeeper in one of the most dangerous ways possible.
Red card! Straight red card for Kemar Roof.
Now, obviously, we can't show too much of the moment, but it turns out that Roof getting sent off wasn't enough for the Czech team. They wanted to take things even further, so they filed criminal complaints to the Scottish police through their embassy. I don't know, man. Clearly that tackle was out of line, but getting the police involved is a bit too far. But listen, dangerous moments aren't the only thing football has to offer. And neither do we. Because what if I told you one player scored the most iconic bicycle kick in football history? Another broke the most iconic record in football history. Don't believe me? Then watch it yourself right here. These are the most iconic moments in football history.